Hello everyone, it's Tony Link again. Today I am going to show y'all how to do a extended frog leg. The reason why I'm going to show this video comes in two parts. One of them is going to be the extended frog leg, and the next one will be a new bug that I've started tying now. His name is Thumper. It's a popper, but it's got extended body legs, and it's a frog pattern. But it's going to be a pretty long video, that's why it's going to be in two parts. On this video here, we're going to set it up. You will need a pretty long needle to put in your vise. If you don't have a long needle, you're going to need a long nail. The needle I'm using is right at 3.5 inches long. The reason why that is, I got to have something to grip to. And this tail is this leg is approximately 4 inches long. So it's going to take a pretty good long needle. This video is for, I considered as immediate and experienced tires. Newbies could do it, or people just learning out could do it. It's going to take a lot more time. And to get started with, you're going to need 2 pieces of foam that I don't have cut. I got to cut some foam right quick. But you're going to need 6 rubber legs of some sort. Mine's going to be bass skirts. So if you don't mind, excuse me for a few seconds, let me cut 2 pieces of foam. Sorry about that, I wasn't prepared for this and it don't look like. I cut me a piece of foam about 6 inches long. It's almost a 1/4 inch wide. This is what I'm going to be using to do the extended body part through the legs. I have marked my needle in 2 different places, actually 3. Center of my needle, 1 inch on one side and 1 inch on the other. So I'm going to take my thread, which I use monos. I can't say that word right. Mono thread. It's like me trying to say something off the wall. You know, I mean, it's not. It's a simple word, mono. But I'm going to take right in the center of that, I've got a mark there, and I'm just going to tie this thread right off to it. My thread is clear. You can use whatever kind of thread you want to. I'm going to cut the tab. I have got 6 bass skirts laid out. You can do it in whatever color you want, but I like to do it in 2 different colors to kind of give a little bit of character to that, and I can see how many's on one side of it and how many's on the other side. So I'm using red and green. I'm going to wrap it around my thread, center them up, and I'm going to anchor it to the needle. I'm going to give it a couple wraps so it'll stay in place. Now I'm going to move all my legs to the top of my needle and start wrapping them. One side at a time. I'm going to go towards the vise side to start with, since I'm right-handed. So I'm going to go to my left. These are little wide wraps. Make them tight, but don't over tighten them, because we got to pull this off of the needle. what you're doing is just securing everything. You can put about an 1/8 inch, 3/16, whatever kind of gap you want in between that. It's not going to matter because it's going to be covered again. I got to my designated mark on my needle. Now I'm going to go back the other way. I'm going to do this, the other side, my right side, same as my left. I'm just going to wrap it around. Sorry about that. Around the needle. I'm at my mark. I'm going to make a couple little wraps right here to get everything straightened up. That's tight to the needle, but it ain't so tight that I cannot get it off the needle. Now I'm going to take my foam. Like I said, my piece is about 4 inches long, instead of 6. I'm going to cut it in half. I got 2 pieces. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to nub the ears off of each piece. I'm going to take it, I'm going to split it, put one piece of foam on one side of the needle, one on the other side. Slide them up to my thread. This is where I'm going to start my extended leg cap. I'm about 1/8 of an inch off the end of it. I'm going to make quite a few wraps in it to make a segment knot. I'm going to open the foam up, go between the needle and the foam, and make my next wrap. About 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to keep doing this until I get all the way to my other end. Open the foam, run the thread, each one of these segments is about 1/8 of an inch apart. You can make them bigger, you can make them smaller. That's totally up to you on that. That's a little too wide, so I backed it up and made it smaller. And like I said, I'm gonna keep doing this. The reason why I am tying this, showing y'all how to tie this frog, is Bart Lombardo from Panfish on the Fly. He has got a cork frog. That thing is awesome. Y'all can order the parts from him, the cork head and the hooks and everything in a kit from him. But I sat down the other night and I was watching him decorate the heads on them. That is a great frog. I mean, it's the bomb. And I will end up with some of them frogs. But right now, cash flow says nope, can't do it. But you need to check out that frog. And it's just a cork head frog. I mean, it's beautiful. And I got this idea, brainstormed after looking at his. And I come up with my own version of a frog with a popper. And that's the reason why I'm calling it Thumper. I'm getting close to the end of my wraps. I got about 4 or 5 more. It takes quite a few segments on this one. And this is the reason why this is going to be in 2 parts, so you understand. Every wrap I'm having to go in between the foam, come out, then go in between each, go wrapping around the the outside foam. Well, that's my finished wrap right there. Now I am going to do a whip finish on it. I'm going to have to do a finger whip finish. You take your fingers, split them. I know you can't see my thread. I'm going to cross my thread, circle around everything, twist my thread, circle around everything, twist my thread, circle around everything. Each time I done a loop, I went around my product or my leg. Now I'm going to pull it tight and pull my thread off. This is a frog's extended leg. Now here comes the fun part. Getting this off the needle without it coming apart. You need to hold on to your vise, take your hand, twist it back and forth as you're pulling. And keep twisting and keep twisting and keep twisting. I have found a shortcut out that helps out too. Is if you take Dublin wax and put it on your needle. It would help it slide off a little easier. On my end right here, this tab is a little bit bigger than the other side, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it off, trim the ears up. Now I have got my frog leg extended. This goes on my frog, the extended frog leg. Thank you for watching this video. Like I said, we are going to tie Thumper. And this is the kind of legs we need for the back of Thumper. Thank you, and please watch the second video.